Guys, Black Friday is right around the corner, so I thought I'd help you guys out by going over some of the best brands doing sales and some of the best pieces from them. Some of them are upcoming, some have already started. I've got about 7 or 8 different brands to pick from, and we're gonna go through all of them, so let's lock in. The first one that we're gonna go through is Represent Clothing, which actually started on the 20th of November. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know that I'm a huge fan of Represent. A lot of their stuff is just really high quality, but the prices are pretty high. So I would say Black Friday is the best time to pick up some pieces. Represent is one of those brands that just does a ton of different things. Pretty much everything from like footwear to denim, cargos, pants. They even do gym stuff, and then obviously all of your basics like t-shirts and hoodies. Now, my personal favorite things from Represent and what I would recommend maybe taking a look at is their hoodies. They're super great quality. I mean, I'm wearing one right now underneath here. I've got a bunch of Represent hoodies. They fit super well and are just great quality. And I think my favorite pieces of the hoodies would be the ones with like less graphics. Some of the graphics are pretty cool, but mainly where they shine are just like the minimal branding. Sometimes even blank pieces are really solid. I also like a lot of Represent's gym stuff. They do an incredible amount of gym stuff from their 247 line. So like joggers, sweatpants, and then obviously a bunch of like t-shirts and vests. Now, judging from the website, they've got over 1,000 pieces in this sale. So there is a ton to sift through. In terms of sizing, recommending like different pieces, usually I always stay true to size with Represent and it fits me perfectly fine. This sale is up to 70% off, so some pretty insane steals in here. If you did want to save some money, maybe pick up some gifts. So yeah, definitely had to add Represent to this list. Right, next one up is for jewelry specifically. I haven't actually tried any of their clothing, even though I think they just do like a couple hoodies and stuff like that, but it's 2J's. I've got a couple different pieces from them, and I've also ordered a bunch of stuff incoming. So yeah, their sales started I think earlier this week. They've got rings, they've got pearls if you're into that. A lot of their silver stuff, which kind of has like this I don't know, aged effect to it, I'm a big fan of, and it's not bad prices. Like, you can spend an absolute fortune on jewelry, but that's just not me. I'm just someone who likes stuff that looks good and isn't gonna break the bank. So definitely worth having a look through 2J's. Really unique pieces, and they're kind of like a staple in the jewelry sphere, so you can find some really cool stuff that's not just like cheap random stuff that you're never gonna wear again. Now again, like I said, they do some like t-shirts and hoodies, some basics, but I've never actually tried them, so I'm not entirely sure on the quality of that stuff, but you can have a look. There is only like 1 or 2 hoodies and like a bunch of different colors, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Mainly jewelry for 2J's. Next one up, by far one of the most unique places on this entire list, some incredibly creative clothing, and that is Salt Studio. I own quite a few different pieces from Salt Studio. They are one of my favorite new brands. They have like a bunch of just insane designs. Like, where are you gonna find pants and jackets that look like this? Probably nowhere. I've got a couple different colorways of their ornate work pants with like embroidery all over it in these really cool designs. They're super unique and just something that you can't get anywhere else, and that's why I'm a huge fan of it. Now, I think my favorite pieces from them has to be their knit jerseys. These things are insane. They just look so freaking good. I got 2 different colorways. Definitely stay true to size with these. I got a size medium. I'm normally a medium. That's what I went with. It does have a pretty deep V, so you're going to be wearing a t-shirt underneath, so it's kind of perfect for the fall time because it is pretty thick and pretty substantial. Incredible quality. Another piece that I recommend is their cow jacket. I know it looks a little bit crazy, and at first I was like, I don't know if I'm going to pull this off, but once you put it on, you just realize there was a whole thought that went into this that you didn't even think about, and it just works so well. Their oat hoodie, which is some kind of knit, super soft and stretchy material. Now, their sale hasn't gone live yet. Obviously, you can see on the website, but it's going to be going down on Black Friday, which is the 29th of November. I believe 12 p.m. Pacific time. It's up to 40% off, so there is going to be some pretty solid options in here. And I also imagine they restock some stuff because these jerseys are sold out, so I imagine that happens on Black Friday as well, although I'm not entirely sure. I'm just assuming because those are extremely popular pieces. You can also see I'm wearing one of their pieces right now. It's, I think they call this the cap sleeve t-shirt, and it just goes over like hoodies or other t-shirts, and it looks pretty cool. Highly recommend checking them out. Next one on the list is Cole Buxton. Now, Cole Buxton, I believe, is kind of known for their basics, kind of like, you know, hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, stuff like that. But the reason or the pieces that I really prefer from Cole Buxton are the really unique ones, like the jacket jackets and sometimes their pants. I do like their hoodies as well, but they tend to use really special materials in some of their stuff. And that's why I really think they excel in some of these like specialist pieces. I own one of their puffer jackets that's made out of like aluminum material woven into it, and that has like this crinkle reflective effect, and I really like that. That's something that's super unique, and that's where I think they excel. But as you can see from their website, they do like translucent puffer jackets and some kind of shirling material stuff, a lot of like waffle and unique materials. Those are kind of the pieces that I would be looking out for. No, you are going to get great quality with them, and they are very, very expensive. One of the more expensive brands on this list. So shopping up on Black Friday is the perfect time. Their hoodies are great. A lot of their sweatpants are great. I'm not a big fan of their t-shirts. There's just something about the way that they fit that I'm not a big fan of. I've owned a bunch of pieces from them, from like sweatpants, denim, to like jackets and t-shirts and hoodies. I would recommend staying with your true to size if you are going to shop from them. Now, their sale is going live on Wednesday. They have a little countdown timer where you can enter your email to get reminded. So that's all going down. I believe that's the 27th. So yeah, if you want to check them out, that's when they start. Next brand I would recommend checking out is Trent Vision. This is a German brand. Their sale has also already started. They're calling it Black Week. So they're doing different restocks and different sales or discounts throughout the entire week leading up to Black Friday on the 29th, which is when I believe they're dropping their Black Friday collection. A lot of it is sold out, but they do have a decent amount still in stock. I own a bunch of different stuff from them, from like jackets to denim, and I think that they have a lot of really cool stuff. I also own some cargo pants. I think throughout the week, like I said, they're going to be restocking stuff, so it's just worth having a look throughout the week. Next brand on my list, one of my favorite at the moment, which is Illicit Block. Their Black Friday sale is up to 70% off, and that is starting Wednesday, the 27th of November, 10 a.m. GMT. Now, Illicit Block has had a huge upgrade in the past few months. The latest hoodie that they just dropped, the patch hoodie, that might even be my favorite hoodie I've ever worn. It's like nice and cropped, it's super heavyweight, and just the silhouette, the shape on that is just phenomenal. Some of their like knitted sweaters are insanely good quality. It's made out of like sheep fur or whatever. It's like crazy stuff. Highly recommend checking out Illicit Block, and I think they've got another drop coming for Black Friday, at least from like some of their Instagram posts and stuff like that. But yeah, one of my favorite brands out right now. I'm definitely going to be scooping up some steals when they do go live. Next one is Zara. Now, this one can definitely be overwhelming because of just the sheer amount of stuff that Zara offers. They offer pretty much everything. So I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of go over some of the stuff that I typically buy from Zara, because I've tried a lot of stuff and it is a little bit hit or miss, but there's definitely some categories that I always seem to find great options from Zara. Now, in terms of when their sale goes live, I'm not entirely sure. They haven't announced it yet. My assumption would be Black Friday, because I think that's when they've done it in the past, and obviously it's going to be Black Friday. They're definitely doing a sale, but some of the pieces I definitely recommend is pants, whether it's like unique stuff like cargo pants, and some of the leather pants which I've got from them are incredibly cool, but also just some of their denim I think is really nice. The prices are super affordable, and it does have a look where it, it's kind of a little bit more unique. It's not just your basic options that you would get from like an H&M or an Abercrombie. So yeah, I think my favorite category from Zara has to be their pants. That's where I found like so much success. I've like ordered a bunch of stuff, and like 9 times out of 10 I keep what I've ordered. There are other stuff like hoodies and jackets. It's like sometimes it's okay, other times it's just either the quality or the fit just isn't there. Either way, definitely recommend checking out Zara. A decent affordable line, probably my favorite in terms of one of the more affordable brands. Next one would be Entire Studios. This one is one of my favorite brands, but again, this one I've tried a lot of different products from them, and I think my favorite has to be their jackets. Now, they do sweatpants, they do denim, they do shirts, they do a bunch of different stuff, and I think their idea of like what their brand is all about is like bringing designer clothing to the masses, trying to make designer clothing actually attainable, although their prices are still incredibly expensive. So Black Friday is definitely a time to stock up on some cool stuff. Now, they do have some really unique designs, like they are kind of a designer brand, so you do just want to keep that in mind. Like, you're not going to be getting your standard stuff. I have bought some of my favorite jackets I own from entire studios. Some of their like bomber hooded jackets, some of their leather jackets are incredibly good looking. On the whole, it's generally speaking true to size. Just expect the intended fit to be a little bit crazier. Nevertheless, you're getting super unique and decent quality stuff, but I think the main reason you go to entire studios is for the look. Like, it's a designer brand and they have a very specific shape to a lot of their pieces. There you go. On the whole, those are my favorite brands right now. Personally, I'm going to be trying to stock up on some of the stuff if I haven't bought some stuff already. In which case, let me know down in the comment section, would you like to see a clothing haul? I'm sure going to be buying a bunch of stuff over Black Friday, so if you would like to see what I pick up, let me know down in the comment section. But I thought that this little video could help you out since a lot of these sales are upcoming. Let me know what you're planning on picking up this Black Friday, and if there's any other brands that you want to put me on, drop it down there. And if you want to check out another video, click that one right over there.